Welcome to the Back 9 Six-Pack with Mitch and Justin. Let's roll.
Hello and welcome to episode 125 of the Back 9 Six-Pack. My name is Mitch, joined as always by my esteemed colleague Justin. How about that ride in?
Oh my gosh. Like I said, we were fresh off I literally pulled in the driveway 10 minutes ago. It's a long drive down there, but the Southern hospitality is there's nothing better than Southern hospitality.
Yeah, I mean, there are parts of the country you go to that are just a little bit, the drinks taste a little bit nicer and the breeze feels a little bit cooler and things like that.
The people down, they're like Bowling Green's small enough too, where it's like you just kind of still have that small, like it's not super small, but it's like small enough where it's like you still have that small town feel. The course we played at, it's kind of its own community. If you live in the neighborhood, you have to be a social member at the minimum. So it's kind of like its own little area. We played with members the first day, like super cool guys. It's like, dude, Southern, like we're at dinner last night at the club and like doing our whole thing. And it was like, just everything, like people are just nicer. It's kind of weird to say, like, I don't know it's a good time. And Kentucky's, this is my fourth year playing in this event called the Tri-State, but Kentucky's always really good hosts. They're really, really good hosts.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and thank you all for listening. Please subscribe, rate, and review the show. Follow us at Back96 or on social media at Back96Pack, and hit the fan mail in the show description if you want to do that. But yeah, we're skipping ahead in the agenda. Let's go ahead and just talk about the Tri-State. Honest to God, like you've played in this 4 years, like you just said, I still am kind of confused on what it is. If you just want to give us a quick rundown of like what the Tri-State Invitational.
Yeah, so it's an invitational. You have to be invited to it. It's Indiana kind of guys are all spread across the state. Kentucky, it used to be like I guess like a Lexington Louisville thing, and then they kind of like added guys in from Bowling Green. From the course we just played, like there's a lot of good players out there. So it's an invitational. They've got a juniors, which is like under 55, and then they've got a senior, which is like over 55. And every state supplies a team for seniors and juniors. It's weird in the fact that you're playing for an individual title, right? Like as a team, like you and your partner. But then, like, there's also, like, a state champion, right? Like, whoever, like, state-wise wins it. You play best ball the first day. You play alternate shot the second day. But, like, there's there's a team factor. Like, you can win, like, best ball, alternate shot. They have an overall champion. But then there's, like, statewide, like, hey, Ohio won, in the juniors or seniors. So, like, this year, like, we came in second to Kentucky. Kentucky's a stout team, like very stout. Like we won 2 years ago in Indiana, the juniors for Ohio, but Kentucky's pretty much dominated the junior side of things. Ohio seniors have won like the last 5 years or something like that.
Wow.
They've kind of dominated. It's kind of like a mix of things. Like you got like the team aspect, like you and your partner, but then you have like the state aspect that kind of like kind of encompasses everything that's kind of going on in the tournament, but it rotates. So like, the first year we played in it was in Lexington at Idlehour, and it's always that good course. Like, it's funny, the one Ohio one, like, look, no, I'm not slinging mud at Miami View, but it's like when you think about the courses we played in this, it's like, unfortunately, it's like at the bottom of the list. You know what I mean? Like, sure. And then you encompass in what the course we just played, what I can talk about in a second. But like we played in it in Lexington 4 years ago, and then like it was in Indiana, and then it went to Cincinnati, and then back to Kentucky. So it kind of rotates states every year. Next year they announced that's at Purdue's one of their home courses, not the camping course, but Ackerman, which apparently it used to be kind of like a Muni. They just redid it, and it's like super nice. They just had the PGA Junior there this year.
Sick.
Charlie Woods played in it. That was like a big thing. But Ackerman's supposed to be pretty nice. They just redid it, so that's where it's at next year. But yeah, it's there's some players. Like there's some fucking really good golfers that play in this. It's always fun to play in a scratch event when you kind of get handicapped to death. So
yeah, I was gonna ask that question for scratch. So you already answered that. How many guys are on both teams or all teams?
So every team, so the home team, like if we play in Kentucky, they get 9. Every other state gets 8. So you always get an extra team when you're at home because it's obviously less traveling. You're going to be able to get more guys. Yeah. But they did something a little different this year. Kentucky could not get 9 teams, so we actually got 9 teams. So Ohio supplied 9 teams this year. So it's 9 2-man teams for juniors and seniors from every state. So I think we had like 100 guys total between juniors and seniors. But yeah, it was Kentucky. I don't know why Kentucky couldn't get. I think it was like not in Lexington or Louisville, so like maybe they couldn't get those, those extra guys or whatever. But
sure.
But they had a lot of that course we played at has a lot of members that are like, it's a players club, and the course obviously being as hard as it is, like you kind of have to be a player to play there every day. I can't imagine being like a 14 handicap and playing that course every day.
So
it'd be miserable. Absolutely miserable.
What was the course again?
It was the club at Oldstone. So, gotcha. Right in Bowling Green. It's built in 2005, so it's a relatively newer course. They've already gone through some changes, and I'll be honest, thankfully. So they had Zoysia fairways, which, by the way, chipping off those is. You probably go like if you're playing there every day, you're like, I'm the best chipper of the golf ball in the world. Yeah. And then you go somewhere else with like bent grass or something like that. And it's like, shit, chipping's kind of hard.
God.
You just get good lies all over the place. But they did that because they had bent grass fairways, but they weren't rolling out. And it's already like, it's from the back tees, it's like 7,400 yards. The one up tees from the back were like 6,900 yards. It's already the hardest. It's already the hardest. So like course rating wise, as far as like to par, it's the hardest course in Kentucky.
Jeez.
I think the back tees was like a 77 or something like that rating with like a 148 slope. The tees that we played for the most part were like, I think it was like 141 and like 76 rating. But they got rid of the bent grass because the bent grass ball doesn't roll out. Like it could be firm and like the ball just doesn't roll out.
Yeah.
So they had to like kind of make it like a little more fair, get some Zoysia out there. Like your drives will actually roll out, 10, 15, 20 yards when it gets firm. I really wish we played it in better weather. I think it would have been a fun course to play like firm and fast, but it was definitely not that this week. So,
well, that was my next question. How did you guys play?
So best ball, we didn't play well. We had a blow up hole, ended up doubling. The first hole was like the hardest hole in the course, like by far. It's like 460 par 4, kind of dog leg left. Every green is elevated, like not like it's like 8 yards uphill. It's like a couple yards up, but that makes the approach shot so much harder.
Oh yeah,
like it just does. Even a couple yards elevated green is like makes an approach shot just that much harder, regardless of what club you have in your hand. But we shot 75 in best ball, but as we know, like me and my partner Kyle, like we just play all shot really good. Kind of hung in there. We left a couple out there today, but we shot 3 under an alternate shot. Birdie 3 of our last 4 holes. We kind of started making putts, and it was it's like if we'd have done this yesterday, we probably would have been like hanging around or whatever. But finished even for the tournament, which wasn't bad. I mean, we didn't feel bad about that at all. Like that course, yesterday's weather was just horrendous. Like it was just it rained all day. It's just like, you're already playing a long golf course. It's cart path only. I'm like taking my bag off the cart every hole, and we played it with the rough was about 4.5 inches.
Oh God.
So like if you didn't hit the fairway, the scoring average, if you didn't hit the fairway, and we actually just did our own scores. The scoring average was about a shot and a half higher if you didn't hit the fairway. It was like, it was almost an automatic bogey, like almost an automatic bogey if you didn't hit the fairway. So
a true penalty.
Yeah, it was a true, and they're actually talking about getting rid of a lot of bunkers out there because like the rough is already penalty enough. Like we don't really, and we know bunkers are kind of a lot of maintenance and stuff like that, and like we're filling these things all the time. So they're like talking about getting rid of a lot of the bunkers because like the rough's penalty enough. You get in that thick bluegrass and it's already wet. It's like it's fucking brutal. It's brutal. So,
right. Man, yeah. So what's the vibe like around this whole thing? I know you had like a fancy dinner to go to or something.
So,
like,
you play your practice round, and then you play the round Monday. It's always best ball, and then that night you go to a dinner. Guys take it serious, but like it's a fun vibe. It's like competition, but tagged with like, now that we played in the 4 years, like we know some guys from Kentucky, we know a couple guys from Indiana. I would say it's competitive but fun. Like people take it serious, but it's not like, like cutthroat. Like trying to qualify for a USJ event or something like that. It's not to that point. But that's what makes it fun. It's like it's competitive, but it's like, and there's like a lot of good golfers, but it's like at the same time, it's like fun. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You go to the dinner and people are, you're having cocktails and like talking and all that stuff. And there's a lot of history with this event. Like Jack Nicklaus has played in this event. Fuzzy Zeller has played in this event. Like they've had some champions in this event. So there's a lot of history. You go to dinner and you get this like green book. I think I might have it. You get this green book and it kind of lays out every year of the event and like who played in it, what they scored and all that stuff. And it was cool to, we're not going to make the book this year. We came in 6th in our state, so they're not going to count our score. But the last 3 years we're in the book. It's like,
yeah,
that's kind of cool. It's like I'm in the same book as Jack and Fuzzy and all that. And it's like, it's kind of a lot of history behind it for sure.
Yeah, that's wild to even think about. Like your name is on a printed piece of paper.
You're like on page like 9, and you're like, oh, there's Jack Nicklaus, and like you flip to like page like 50, and it's like, oh, there's my name. Like it's a weird feeling to be like, oh, and that's what sold me on it. It is like I was like, I don't know, like it's kind of a lot like traveling and doing this, and the guy that's on the board that I know is like, no, dude, like let me show you one of these books and like you'll kind of understand. And he showed me the book. I'm like, oh man, there's like a lot of history behind this. It's like that'd be kind of cool to be part of. And so how they do it is like usually if you're top 5 in your state, you get an automatic invite back. We're hoping that it's like we played well enough today. It's like, all right, we didn't place top 5, but we get an invite back because I want to keep playing at it. But they have your rules and stuff like that of like qualifying. So I get it if we don't get an invite back, but I hope we're invited back next year. So
yeah. I guess the only question left here is what's the story behind the replica Ryder Cup at Kenny Perry's house?
Yeah. I will just say this for privacy purposes. It was cool.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, but it's weird, but it's cool. Yeah.
Okay. We can leave it at that. Leave some mystery out there for the people. All right. Well, before we get into some more of our golf stuff, I guess we can talk real quick plug for the Turkey Open. We are just outside of 4 weeks away. It is getting down to the wire. Registration, we are more than halfway full. So if you are wanting to play, this is your opportunity to do that. Go to back96pack.com/Turkey Open and go ahead and register. Any other updates around this we want to give? I know we had quite a few people reach out to us kind of about like, some ideas for scoring systems and things like that. I know Joe sent me a spreadsheet I need to look at. He has like a proprietary spreadsheet he uses for some other stuff.
I think our hope is like just like the skins and stuff go like quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like getting
exactly.
that stuff figured out. And honestly, like just the whole scoring thing, I think we're going to have enough hands on deck. I think maybe we can get it done a little quicker. The pro is going to be there this year. Like that helps. Like he's plugging scores up there as we're kind of adding stuff up. But yeah, I just say don't wait for the weather forecast. Like if you want to play. Like that's kind of the mantra that we kind of carry with this. It's like, it might be full by the time you wait for the weather forecast, right? Like, so
right.
If you want to play, sign up, get in. I think over the next probably week, we're probably going to get pretty close to full, like week and a half.
Yeah.
Right after Halloween, it kind of that's when we kind of start filling up pretty quickly. So I would say if you want to play, like you're not going to have time to wait for the 10-day forecast. You're just going to have to like sign up and hope for the best.
Yeah, the best part of all this really is when we do the Turkey Open preview show, we'll have our guy, Nick, run the numbers on everybody's handicaps, how their scores are trending. We'll break down some teams. So you get to be a part of the show and either catch some strays or, you might get your bet market crushed a little bit, if we hype you up too much. So.
Yeah. Well, my goal is to hype up more teams this year so my betting market doesn't get killed. But,
yeah.
But yeah, I think that's kind of the fun part of it. Like we did it for the first time last year. And just like kind of talking through and talking through teams and who we think is going to play good where. It's fun. It's fun for everybody that plays in it. You can kind of hear us, if you don't, you sign up and you don't know who the field is, we can, we pretty much know everybody playing in it. So we can you can kind of get a feel for who you're going up against. Yeah,
that's 100% true. Yeah, it's kind of like a collision of worlds, really, at the Turkey Open, where we've all over the years kind of got a different buddy to join in, and so invites so and then you end up with this a mishmash of people that from across our different lives outside of just knowing each other, which is always fun. So,
yep, exactly.
Yeah, again, please go ahead and get registered for that. We would love to see you out there. That is back96back.com/Turkey Open. So you and I, over the last week-ish, played 36 holes of golf together.
We did.
Which is possibly the most we've played together in the last year.
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely, I can say easily that it's probably the most golf we played together.
Yeah, so Wednesday night in league, the last league night of the season, we had a comfy pairing with our guy Jeff Stein. Shout out to Jeff. Kind of a weird round, like just kind of all over the place, but it just one of those. It's fun. It was a good way to end the league season.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
and for me personally, it was my knock off the rust round ahead of the Member-Guest, which was on that Friday. Not breaking any news here. Neither of us won.
No.
The course, like the greens,
they were good. They were they were really good. Really good.
And they were in a condition that we had not seen them in yet this year, just with the weather and everything else going on.
I mean, yeah.
And it took me far too many holes to adjust to the speed of the putts. It was so bad.
But they rolled so good. I mean, like,
yeah.
They were pure, like they rolled smooth, and it was like they were quick. I love putting on fast greens. Like the shorter stroke I can take, the better. Like it's just anytime I can have to take it back kind of far, there's just like a lot of variables. You know what I mean? So
yeah, for sure.
The greens were fantastic. I mean, like, and it's kind of one thing when you kind of judge it yourself, and then you come in, you're like. Everybody else is kind of like, man, they were really good. And it's like, all right, you kind of like get vindicated, But it was a fun day too. Like I had a blast. I mean, we played pretty good. I know you guys had your ups and downs. You guys played really good in the Sugar 9.
We should have won that. We ended up coming in second. It was a bonus scramble they did since we couldn't get 27 holes in. We bogeyed our last 2 holes. We kind of knew like if we just par these, we're fine because we were soaring early in the round.
I knew it was going to be a 9 when you're in the bunker, and I was like, Mitch, this is make territory. Like you can make this. Like you hit your bunker shot, and it's like, oh shit, it's going to go in. It's like, and then it goes in. It's like, all right, like you guys are on one right now. It's like it's kind of one of those 9s.
You and then you also had stuffed one, so you made birdie on that hole. Next hole, Tyler stuffs one to make a birdie.
Yeah.
I drained a long par save on the next one. Like it was just like on repeat. We were just kind of cooking.
Yeah, you guys were rolling there for about 7 holes, really. You know?
And then we just the last 2 holes like straight. Like I don't think we hit a good shot among the shots.
And I think that was more your problem. Was like if you could have hit like one good shot, you kind of maybe got it back on the rails. But it's like you guys didn't really hit any good shots, and it's like it's hard to get it back on the rails when you're like, hey, we need to make a 20-footer to get it back on the rails. It's like it makes it hard for sure.
I think it came down to, I'm curious your opinion on this. I don't know if you remember on 2, it's our last hole.
Yep.
He drove his in the right rough. I drove mine in the left rough. His ball was like 15 yards closer, but I hated the angle from the right side. The pin was kind of tucked front left.
Yeah.
And that green runs away from you.
It runs away from you. Yep.
And we had a little bit of tree trouble on the right, so it was like you could only really fire it towards the pin. You couldn't, bar
with no like bailing out or anything. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was trying to convince him we should take the longer one on the left side because it takes out that miss left, right? Which is that runoff area.
I think normally I'd fall in the group of like shorter shot better.
Yeah.
But given the situation of like you guys just need to make par, I think you probably should have taken the one on the left.
That was how I was feeling in the moment, but then I kind of defaulted to like, all right, shorter shot better,
That's that's the boat I usually fall in. I will die on that hill, but
yeah. And I think if we were
situation of like you guys didn't really need to make birdie, you just need to make par. It was like just get it on the green and 2-putt and get out of here. You know what I mean?
I think, too, it might have been different if, like, his ball was in the fairway. I probably would have taken it because we'd have some spin on it.
Yeah.
But coming out of the rough for either of them, it was just like, man, I don't know about this.
And that green doesn't spin. Like, it's just,
No. So he ended up – he actually hit a pretty good shot, but it just, like I knew it would happen. It would just release. So he runs off. I was trying to get too cute. I leave it a little short, chunked it a little bit, and then we ended up not getting up and down from that runoff area. And I just felt like that left side, if we just kind of took that out and just hit the green, and then we could probably make a 2-putt. But it is what it is. Just a really fun end of the day, to be honest. I mean, those last 2 holes were bitter, but God, we were vibing on those first 7.
I didn't play good in the scramble, but it was I had fun. I had fun like rooting you guys on. I'm like, all right, like we're not winning this thing, but maybe we can play with the winners. You know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was a good day. It was a really, really good day, I felt like.
Yeah, and it's I think we got the right amongst the days of the week. It was like the best of the weather days we could have had.
Yeah.
So that was
it
was
was a
also
little chilly,
bonus.
but it was like a good chilly. It was like 58. It was like no wind. There was no wind, so that made it like a little more enjoyable. But it was a good day. We had a blast. My partner Kyle, who I just played in this event with, like he was like, man, it was a lot of fun. Like it was. He's like, sometimes you like get in tournaments is like not fun because you're like so focused, like hyper focused on playing well. But he was like, I felt like it was just like everybody was out there to have fun, and it's like, but it was like competition at the same time. So
right, yeah. So shout out to Tyler in Tampa, who's no longer in Tampa. He was my partner for the day. I think he
had some good shots. He really did hit some really good shots.
He had a wild day, not to put him on blast or anything, but like
it was volatile.
Truly hit a couple like just cold shanks, like multiple.
Yeah.
But then would also completely stuff the pinata the very next swing.
It was like, dude, that's not the same guy. Like it was like I just watched you shank a ball, and then it's like, and then you hit it to like 4 feet. It's like, dude, like, but he did hit some really good shot, like especially in the scramble. I was like, damn, dude, he's like he hit that 1 on 4. It was like. That's not an easy shot. Like
no.
And he hits it to 4 feet like pin high. I was like, God dang. So
if I had to give him one little piece of shit, it would be the fact that like I could not watch him like cut another putt. Oh. I was gonna lose my mind. I could Just like them, it wasn't even a push. It was just like literally you're slicing putts.
Yeah.
That was a tough scene.
But and I don't know how many events. I would guess he's probably not played in a ton of events like that. But
no,
it was a crash course, right? It's like you could tell he's feeling the nerves a little bit, that's normal, I think. Like, yeah, and that's not a bad thing. Like sometimes I think feeling nerves is like a good thing. Like, especially he's a competitor. You know what I mean? Like he's played sports in his life and stuff like that. Like that nerves is like a good thing. It like makes you feel a little bit alive. But I and this is just good for anybody. Like everybody that's maybe not played our course a lot, they're going to struggle putting. Like they just are. Like it took me a whole year to figure out putting out there. So like he's played that course before, but never with the greens like that. Like never. Hell, no. I think I probably played the course 10 times with the greens the way they were on that day. So, yeah, he struggled with the things I thought he would struggle with. You know what I mean? Like putting, definitely. It's hard. Like if you're not used to playing on greens that fast and you get out there and it's like you barely have to putt a 4-footer. It's like you don't have to put much into it. Like it's going to get there. You know what I mean? So yeah,
we learned that lesson. We almost had a 4-putt and that was close. And it honestly, we shot around even par after the adjustments were all said and done, which, not great, but we killed ourselves with wedges and putting. Like it was truly all short game stuff.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah.
It was frustrating because we hit it good enough to be able to we could have finished in the top 8 of the tournament probably in another universe, but we just gave so many shots away from 100 yards in it.
Yeah, that scenario and all shot on hole 1, it was
so bad, dude.
It was like watching a train wreck. It was like, oh god.
Yeah, I think
as soon as the first putt was missed, I'm like, oh no. And it got ran by 4 or 5 feet. I'm like, I know how this ends. It ends with missing this putt and then making the next one. It's like, it was hard to watch, but it happens, dude. It can go sideways. It can.
That hole is the perfect example of how it was going because it was that was all shot. So I had 130 in on his ball and he had 100 flat in on my ball. We hit 2 pretty good drives and neither of us hit the green.
Yep.
And we ended up having to take a ball on the fringe and it's a 40-foot putt and the rest is kind of history from there. Yep. I got too aggressive trying to make a long par putt and then all of a sudden, he misses a comebacker and I've got, 4.5 feet.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god! I'm like, please make this. Please make this.
And that was after you just pimp walked in a birdie.
Yeah, I made a 20-footer. Yeah, yeah.
So that was kind of how the day went. But what a blast! And it was good. I think. I like the 27-hole format, but honestly, I kind of had more fun doing it this way.
Yeah, the 18-hole format's fun. It is.
Yeah, with the 9-hole scramble at the end just to have a good time and then
go out you're grinding out in competitions, go out and just have fun in the scramble. That is I played in the Member-Guest 3 years ago and it was you're playing these matches and you're grinding and grinding and grinding and they did a sugar 9 fun par 3 course scramble and it was man, this is a good way to all right, you're grinding these matches. Now you get to go out and have fun for 9 holes and just play a par 3 course. And and I do like that. I do like that mentality of all right, you just grind it out a competition. Let's try to have some fun in here, where you just go out and have fun and hit some shots.
Yeah. That said, I know the whispers and the rumors of the 2-day event next year with the matches and the flights.
Don't hate that though.
No, got me highly intrigued because look, there's nothing I love more than a little
match
play for a couple days with a good buddy. Yeah, that's what I'm about in golf.
Yep.
So,
oh yeah.
All right, last thing on our golf stuff. Do we have any updates on quote unquote the 10K Cup?
We need to get together about that. We have a date.
We have a potential tentative date.
May 16th.
Mid-May.
We teeter with the idea of making it amateurs only, but I think to get a full field, I think we're going to stick with the one pro thing. I think we've kind of narrowed that down to get a full field. And we kind of talked about it. The reason we're doing that is if you're like an 8 handicap and you have a pro on your team, you feel like you can get a team in and maybe have a chance.
Sure.
If it's like you're an 8 handicap and you're trying to wrangle together like 2 of the scratch golfers, you might feel like I don't think we have a chance. Like, I'm not going to sign up. So we're sticking with the one pro thing. May 16th is the tentative date. It will be like a 1 or 130 shotgun is what we're looking at right now.
Cool. Yeah, as if anybody missed the details on kind of like our idea around that and what we're kind of trying to build here, just go back and listen to last week's episode. You can find that wherever you get your podcasts. And you can hear us talk more about that. But yeah, we're definitely working towards something here. It's not just an idea we had.
Yeah,
we're building
this is a
here.
real thing. It's going to happen, whether you're playing in it or not.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's enough golf. So you got anything else golf world related? We haven't talked for 2 weeks.
Really.
I don't think
know it's we're getting into that part of the year. It's like it's pretty much over at this point. Like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to play a weekend round here. I mean, maybe in a couple weeks. I don't, depending on the weather. Yeah, it's over. Like you get to Halloween, it's kind of over after that.
2 weeks left to posting season, so tough. Hate that. All right, we can move on to some NFL stuff. Your Packers are looking pretty good. That was how they needed to look.
Man, that second half was awesome. That first half sucked.
Yeah,
it was like the epitome of every Packers loss. Like missed field goals, just not taking advantage of like breaks going your way. It was like, oh God, I was like texting you. I'm like, I'm sad drinking right now. Like, this is not this game is not fun. And then the second half, Jordan Love goes on the run of like 20 straight completions. The Tucker Craft party was in full effect. He's throwing dimes. Like it's and then the defense pretty much shuts down the Steelers the second half. So and that's a good offense. I will say, like, I was a little skeptical. Like, going against the Bengals, you're like, all right, this defense is not very good. That's a good offense. It's not going to score 30 a bunch, but like it's going to keep you in a lot of, like, their offense is going to keep them in a lot of games. Kind of the way they got a bit of a balanced attack. They got Jalen Warren and obviously Aaron Rodgers, and they got a couple good playmakers on the outside. It's like they've got the tools there. So I felt pretty good about how they played in the second half. Like, defensively, they held them to like 6 points. But it was not looking good there for a while.
No, it was. I texted you before the game, and I was like, because having gone and watched the Bengals beat the Steelers team and just not believing in the Steelers team, and I was like, I kind of want to just like lay a bag on your Packers here. Can you just is MLF gonna fuck me here, or what are we looking at?
I told you, I said it reeked of like a egg laying situation. Like,
yeah, so I didn't go full bag for that reason, and the first half made me, I was not feeling great.
All right, this was a good decision. Like,
yeah. But then I come back from putting the little one down to bed, and it was like, holy shit, what happened? So,
yeah, it was like all in the third quarter. It was like, bang, 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 and it was like, oh man, they're up by 13. It was like they were down by 9, and it was like they were up 13 pretty much in like a blink of an eye. So
yeah,
but yeah.
Well, I was just pivoting to the Bengals. We've had yet another moment like fire Zach Taylor, moment here. Just
it's
like
bad.
Horrible. I mean, that is bad. Like, the more I've sat here and thought about it, like,
it's bad. It's bad.
I was texting our buddy Trevor, and I was like, dude, this loss is like truly, truly bad. Like, you're coming off a big win on a Thursday night, so you've got a mini bye, right? You got a extra half week.
You got 10 days or something like that, 10 or 11 days.
You're playing at home against a team that has yet to win. They tried to bench their quarterback, but then couldn't bench him because their other quarterback got hurt.
An injury, yeah.
Like, you're bringing this team to the jungle. Like, this is just a game you have to have. Like, you don't lose that game.
And honestly, the first 40 minutes of it, 35 minutes is like, oh, they're going to run away with us.
Yeah. Their best wide receiver's out. Garrett Wilson wasn't even playing. They got guys out there catching balls from Justin Fields, which is a rare feat this season.
Yeah.
That you've never heard of. And they won this game. Like, Breece Hall threw a touchdown, for God's sake. Like,
yeah, that's tough.
just everything bad. So bad. You're up by 2 touchdowns with 7 minutes to go. Now you've got players only meetings happening on the defense. You got, Jamar Chase is saying, like, I don't play defense. Like, ask Zach what the problems are, stuff like that. Just it's kind of getting a little bit ugly. And I don't have faith that they'll make any changes.
It's not going to be in season. You know what I mean? Like, if they do, it's kind of one of those things. We've reached the point in the Zach Taylor saga where it's like, all right, he makes the Super Bowl. All right, they start to struggle a little bit. You let him make changes on his staff. Well, we've made those changes, and it's like not gotten better. So it's like, what do you do from here? Like, I think the next step is like finding someone else. It's like, I know that sounds bad, and and he's had some bad luck, right? Like, Joe's not been healthy. Like, you maybe give him a pass on a couple seasons where it's like, it is what it is, right? Like, you don't have your quarterback. But now it's like that game, like games like that where it's like they're going to somehow find a way to scratch back to 500. And, like, they're going to have, like, 4 games left in the season. You're going to look back on the game and, like, well, if we would have won that, we'd be in the playoffs. And then you're going to get to that point where it's like they're going to miss the playoffs. And you're like, well, if we just won that game. Now that was the Patriots game last year, right? It's like there's just games where it's like you have to win. You have to win. And that was a game I know, like, there's not a lot of have to win games with your backup quarterback, but, like, that's one of them. Like, you're playing a team that is 0-7. It's like at home on a mini bye. It's like you have to win that game, and he didn't. So,
yep. And now I will say this: like, you mentioned the staff changes. Like, okay, Lou Anarumo's in Indianapolis now. That's like the best defense in the league at this moment.
So to me, that's not a Lou thing. That's a talent thing.
Which takes me to Duke Tobin needs to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think. If we're being honest, if I was leaning towards like Zach deserves another year, it's if they're gonna make a change, it's Duke Tobin. Like, it's like, you've had your moment. The draft picks you got right they're shoo-ins, right? Like,
exactly,
you're absolutely taking Joe Burrow. Like, there's no one else to take. You're sitting at 5 that year. It's like, you're gonna pair the wide receiver up with his star quarterback. But outside of that, like, your drafting ability has been terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible. Especially on the defense, like a lot of high, like, round picks made on defensive guys that just, like, have not panned out or developed. Same for the offensive line. Just, like, taking risks, not paying guys. They haven't signed, I think, it's been making the rounds finally, like, they haven't signed a lineman to a second contract since, like, Clint Bowling, 2015 or something. Yep. Like, just brutal personnel decisions. And then, like, you got the fighting with Jamar last year, and then you end up signing the big deal anyway. The whole Trey saga.
And it cost them money because, like, if they just signed them when they wanted to sign them, it probably would have been cheaper.
Yep. But
then he wins the Triple Crown. It's like, well, now we got to, like, really pay him. It's kind of
100%. You let Jesse Bates walk a couple years ago. Like, there's, just not keeping dudes in the building. It's bad.
Like, and when you have a quarterback on the contract that Joe's on, number one, he's got to be healthy. Like, things start going sideways when he's not. But the other thing is you got to draft well. Like, you can miss on draft. Like, you're gonna miss on draft picks, but, like, if you're saying, like, we have 9 picks this year, it's like, okay, you get leeway to miss on, like, 3 of those, but the other 6 have to be good. They got to be people that can come right in and contribute. Like, that's when you have a quarterback that's getting paid that much money, you have no leeway in the draft. Like, you have to draft guys that can come in and play right now, like right now, and they just haven't been able to do that.
They've got, I think, at least one first or second rounder at every level of the defense, and this is the defense we have. Like, you're just missing.
And I will say a little bit of bad luck, like, Taylor Britt. if 3 years, his first year in the league, you're like, dude, this guy's gonna be a stud.
Yeah.
And he's just taken major leaps backwards. Like, so you got some little bit of bad luck there. He has a really good first year, and it's like, oh man, we got something here, and then he's just not been good since. You know what I mean? So that is some bad luck. You know what I mean? You don't expect a guy that's at his age to take the leaps backwards that he's kind of taken. But the draft pick that I always point at is is Charlie. It's like, dude, you wasted a valuable draft pick on a guy that returns punts. Like,
how about I'll do you one better. How about Jermaine Burton that is inactive every week? Yeah,
another one. Like, the guy can't even pay rent. Like, you drafted a guy that's not even smart enough to pay rent. Like, and those flags were there. Like, you ask people around like the Alabama program, they're like, yeah, this guy is a liability. Like, he's a fucking liability, and you still drafted him.
Yep.
Like, that's on you. Like, if you don't get to do your due diligence and it's like you miss on a guy like that, it's like, okay, whatever. But like there were I remember like so many red flags around that guy, and it's like, it's like, and then you still drafted him. Like, I don't know. That to me is like, it is what it is. Like, that's on you at that point.
Yeah. So yeah, same conversation as always. I don't know that anything will happen, but we got the rest of the season to play out. So
to me, it's like, if this is that's the train I'm on though. Like, give Zach another year, let Joe be healthy. But if you're going to make a change, it's got to be in the front office. Like, that's truly where it starts.
Yeah, I could get down with that. I could get down with that. All right, our team draft. You are currently 8 points clear of me. You've got 3 6-win teams already. Pretty impressive.
Don't hate that.
Now, a couple 5-win teams in there too. I've gotten a little bit lucky with the Chiefs turning things around. But I've got some absolute dead weights on my team. Like, I know you have the Ravens, but like, they could turn around. Lamar might be coming back this week, whatever. Yep. Like, I got the Bengals, I got the Cardinals. The Commanders are just like, Jaden Daniels can't get healthy, so it's like, I got some serious like dead weight that could just hold me, kind of like your Dolphins and Jaguars situation last year,
Yeah, it's like, well, you get a team that like played well last year, they get a hard schedule this year, and it's like, and then you like the Commanders, right? You get a tough schedule, and you're not healthy, and it's like it just goes south quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know what the path forward is for me. I got to ride the heater with the Packers and the Bills, and then the Chiefs coming around.
Dude, you want to talk about like riding a heater? Like, the Packers, look at their schedule coming up.
Cake.
It would be shocking if they weren't like 8-1 at the end of these 3 weeks.
This is what I need to hear. Yeah,
it's like they've got all under 500 teams coming up here, and it's like, I think they get 2 of them at home, so it's like, minimum they're going to be like 7-2, 7-2-1. More than likely it's going to be 8-1-1. Coming out of this next 3 weeks.
Oh, that would be lovely.
So you legitimately, we could be talking in about 6 weeks. You might have a 10-win team here, soon. So.
Yeah, get me clear of their win total fast. They were a 9.5, so we'll take that.
Which is, to me, is wild.
Yeah.
For a team to have a 9.5 over under, but then like to be one of the betting favorites to make the Super Bowl, it's like, how does that calculate?
Yeah, a little bit of, with the Super Bowl, probably like a little bit of public sentiment, kind of being one of the teams, Blue Bloods. But yeah, I'm so mad at myself. Like, the fucking Cardinals. What was I thinking? Like, I'm looking at the board.
Honestly, I don't think they're not a bad team. Like, look at their losses.
Dude, they're the one team in that division that stinks.
Their losses. What do they have? 5 losses now, or 4 losses?
Yeah, they got 2 wins. So whatever it means in losses, sure.
I think they had a bye already, so they got 2 wins and 4 losses. Their 4 losses are like a combined like 6 points.
I know. But
It's insane how many close games they've lost.
you just look at the teams.
They're not a bad team. They just can't win a close game. I think that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, you look at the teams that were left that I didn't take or we didn't take. The Patriots, the Seahawks are there. I mean, the Colts. I don't think anybody could have saw coming.
Patriots were not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like
they had a lot of steam coming in the year.
Them. There's just no one was going to take them.
Yeah, so I don't know, but we'll see what's ahead here. I need the Broncos to go away. They're driving me nuts.
Yeah, they're a fraud, by the way. Like that,
I think they're frauds.
That reeks of them going like 11-5 or 11-6.
Yeah,
and being like a 2 seed, and then just get stomped in the first round of the playoffs. Like their first game is just going to get stomped.
Yeah,
like they're going to host a wild card game and they're going to lose.
In that scenario, they probably would host the Chiefs. Would be my guess.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they're either going to host the Chiefs or they're going to host a Ravens team that like got healthy and got in the playoffs,
right? And
they're going to lose. Like I see it. There's always that one team that you're like, they're not good. Like, I know what my eyes tell me, and they're not good, and like that's the Broncos. Like, they're not a good football team, but they have a not hard schedule. You know, like being, you know, I think they made the playoffs last year, but they weren't like one of the higher seeds. So like, they've got a pretty favorable schedule, and then. You know, like they got the Bengals with a hurt quarterback, right? Like they didn't even have to play Joe Burrow. Like I know that's luck, but it's like that's part of being what their record is, right? Like they got a little lucky. You know, some of their hard games turned into not so hard games. You know,
right?
But they're a fraud. Like I know what my eyes tell me, and they're not a good football team.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think they're frauds too.
That's exactly opposite of how I feel about the Cardinals. Like. I think they're actually like a decent football team. It's just like their record doesn't show it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do we think of the Colts? Do we think they're officially for real?
I think they're officially for real. Like,
yeah, I do too.
I just think their defense is so good that it's kind of like even if they play bad offensively, like that defense is going to keep them in a lot of games. Like
Jonathan Taylor is just on one right now,
and that's the other thing. Like when you start talking about playoff football. If you can run the ball, it solves a lot of issues. Like a lot of issues.
Yeah, they're just so balanced on offense right now. Looking through the teams here, anybody else? So how are you feeling about the Eagles? 6-2.
They've lost a step, I think.
I agree.
I don't think they're like I'm not gonna like say like they're not good, but like they're good, but their passing game, like yes, like running the ball is important. Like especially you get into like those winter months and you're playing a playoff game, like you gotta be able to run the ball. Like you just have to, right? Like you know, last year they played the Rams and it was like snowing, right? It's like you gotta be, but like at some point, like you gotta have some kind of passing game, or people are just gonna be like, all right, you know what? Hey Saquon, like try to run the ball with 8 guys in the box, like. We'll take our chances of you throwing the ball against us because they're and a lot of it's hurts. Would you not agree with that? Like, I think a lot of it's like he's just not having a good year so far.
Well, best I can tell, their offensive line's taking a step back, which is impacting both the running and the passing. Yeah. So like there's that. They've also just been this team though, man. Like they've had these weird lulls in regular seasons and then.
And like remember 2 years ago, like their lull happened at the end of the year, and it's like they got beat by the Buccaneers.
Yep.
But like last year, they kind of went through a lull, and then like all of a sudden, it's like you blink your eyes, and like 3 weeks later, like damn, they're fucking good. Like it's like they're playing really. And then like last year was at the end of the season, it was like damn, they're playing really good right now, and then they won the Super Bowl. You know.
They also lost a lot on defense. The secondary is not what it was last year.
No, you know. Again, we talked about CTB. Like I think Cooper DeJean's taken a step back, right? Like
a little bit.
He's not played as well as he did last year, but I think he's being asked to play more. He's being asked to do more, and it's like last year was like, dude, you're a complimentary rookie. Like if you go out here and just do a couple things, like you're gonna be like we're gonna be good. Yeah. And I think now it's like, all right, we're leaning on you to like actually cover guys on a down to down basis. It's a different role for him than he played last year.
Yeah. All right, if you had to call it right now, who's your Super Bowl pick?
It would be hard. I mean, like, look, I know I'm a Packers fan. It's going to sound like a homer, but like, they've played a couple close games, and it's like, all right, they found a way to win, but they've also kind of beat down a couple decent teams, and it's like, it always seems like the teams that make the Super Bowl, that's kind of the MO. It's like you are gonna have close games in the NFL. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, even against teams that are like not a good record, it's the NFL. Like, there's teams still have good players, right?
Yeah.
But I think the mix of like they've won a couple close games, but they've also like beaten down a couple good teams. Like, that's kind of the mix of a Super Bowl team. So if I like NFC, and I love the fact, like, if you don't have to go to Philly, in the way it's kind of shaping up now, like, and how their schedule's shaping up, and they can win 3 games here, it's like you get a couple game lead, and you don't have to go to Philly, and Philly comes to you. That's a massive advantage. Like, Philly's just a hard place to win a game. Like, it just is. It's dirty. Like, fans are shitty. Like, if you don't have to go there, I like the Packers' chances a lot better. And in San Francisco kind of being down, it's like that's another place that's kind of been the Packers' Achilles heel. It's like, you don't have to go there. Like, that's not bad, right?
Sure.
I like the Packers on the NFC side. AFC, like, I would love to say like Colts. There's no way. There's just I think the Bills. I would love to say the Bills, but dude, that defense is not good. Like, it's just not. It's not even representative of a team like where you're like maybe they could get better. They're not going to get better. I'll tell you, like, I know they're like 2-5 right now, but the Ravens reek of a 7 seed making the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
They could do it.
Like, their defense is good. It is good. Like,
yeah, they just got to get healthy on defense. That seems to be the problem.
Main thing.
Yeah.
So if they can get guys back, they reek of a team that just kind of like slips into the playoffs and then like just finds ways to win games down the stretch. And if Lamar can get healthy, if they can get healthy, I would still think they're my like. I still think they're the best team if they're healthy.
Yeah, you did not mention the one team, and I know it's been, the Raiders and a banged up Washington team the last 2 weeks. But KC, man, Kansas City just looks
they're starting
good.
To roll. Yeah.
Yeah, I worry about the run game because like Pacheco and Hunt just like have zero burst.
Yeah, it's not good. Pacheco's not been the same since that injury last year.
No, unfortunately for him now. If they make a move for running back potentially, but Mahomes looks like Mahomes, and Rashee Rice, when he's on the football field,
it's a difference maker. It's for sure. It just gives them like that extra level of talent. You know what I mean?
Huge difference maker. When they start, covering double digit spreads, which is something they haven't really done the last couple of years, that's when I'm like,
and they made the Super Bowl last year not doing that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, I'm feeling a little bit of a Green Bay, Kansas City, Super Bowl I rematch here.
Well, and here's the thing too: what the Chiefs have going for them, it's a down year in the NFC or AFC.
Yeah,
like, they're not going to have to go play a Joe Burrow. They're not going to have to go play a Lamar Jackson. They're not going to have to go play a Josh Allen. Like, they're just not. Like, and if they do, those teams have massive flaws, right? Like, it's well known their flaws. So I get in the Ravens more so just health. Like, that's more their flaw right now than anything. But it seems to be shaping up for a really easy run for them. It's funny. It was like 2 weeks ago. We're like, are they going to even like have a home game? And now it's like, oh shit, they're going to win the AFC. It's going to go right through there again. It's like, God dang.
Even if they don't, if the Broncos somehow hold on, or the Chargers somehow come out of there, like, they'll probably be the 5 seed. They'll get to play, a shitty Pittsburgh team or whoever.
That's just not going to score. Well, their offense is better, but like their defense is not good. You know?
And then they're either going to end up, if Indianapolis gets the 1 seed, you're going to go to Indy. That's not really scary. They've had the Bills number. If they got to go to Buffalo, I don't think they'd be worried. Like, the path still, even if it doesn't go through Kansas City, still feels
very winnable.
Yeah, very doable for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling at this current moment, which is tough. I hate that, but
yeah,
I'll throw all my support behind the Colts if I have to, though, just for fun. I wanted to do the Bills thing, but you know what? They're kind of getting on my nerves now at this point.
I don't think they're a good football team. Outside of Josh Allen, there's not a good football team. I think what they are this year is what we thought they were going to be last year.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's time. We're heading to the patio where anything goes. You want to go or you want me to go?
Yeah, I'm going to go. I've thought of this question, and we had all this partner talk and all this. What is the one trait that, like, if you're picking a partner for an event, what's the one trait that you think, like, that's above everything else is, like, what I'm looking for in a partner?
Oh, man, that's a good question. I think it's sort of like a, if not A, B situation for me.
Yeah.
Like, I think I just want a competitor. Like, that's my number one trait. Like, I want a competitor, which I think I get a lot from, both Gunth and Nick and, even Tyler to an extent. I'll give him credit. But if not, it's got to be vibes. Like, if you're not there to grind with me, you got to bring vibes.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's truly what it is. Like, I just want somebody that's like not, that can hit big shots when I inevitably fuck up. And is like there to like, and kind of relishes the moments too,
Yep. Yeah, I used to be like major, like if it's fun, I'm good. But I'll tell you, like, after playing in this event with Kyle for like 4 years now,
yeah,
I think it's like someone that's familiar with your game is like it might be the most important thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, they know your tendencies, like they know, like Ryan's caddied for me before. Like, he knows my tendency. Like, he knows, what I'm thinking without even telling him what I'm thinking. Which I think, like, was same with Kyle. It's like we've played golf together forever now at this point. It's like, just from a standpoint of like knowing each other's games, it's like it makes you feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I could feel that, this past weekend at the Member-Guest. Like, I played some golf with Tyler, but like we haven't played each other that often recently. So like, I don't know what to watch for until I've seen it, 6, 7, 8 holes.
Yeah,
at that point, it's like kind of too late. And also, maybe it's just a one-day thing, right? Like, it's not like actually how his game goes or whatever.
Yeah.
So it makes it tougher to like, see something, say something, or.
Well, that's why, like, we got like 3 holes in today, and I like looked at Kyle. He's like not hitting driver well, and I'm like, he's like, you're just kind of like not swinging the club how you normally like. He's got a very like firm and like fast swing, and it's like, he's like, your club's like almost in slow motion compared to what you usually do, and it's like, I said that on the 3rd hole, and like by 2 holes later, he's hitting the driver straight. It's it's kind of one of those things of like, like my putting stroke. It's like, hey, like I noticed this, like you don't usually do this when you putt well. And it's like, so you like you can kind of change things up, but like someone that knows your tendencies and what it's supposed to look like, I feel like is a major advantage. Like major advantage.
100%. Like and it's kind of funny, like the different guys you play with and that them well, like you can take a different approach, right? Like with Nick, him and I like we don't really talk like swing stuff at all. Like he's very much like a feel player. Yep. He kind of just knows his swing. It's very repeatable.
Yeah.
And so we never really talk about that kind of stuff. It's more like the strategy of the different formats and whatever. For like Gunth, like if the man has a left to right putter, or left to right putt, I get out of his way. I just look at him. I just say, "Yep, back of the cup." Like whatever he sees, I just tell him, "Yep, back of the cup," and it's like in. Yeah, like there's just little things like that about the guys you play with a lot. Versus like on a right to left, where I might help him out a little bit more with the read kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So just little things like that I think make an advantage. But yeah, I'm with you. I used to be like, yeah, just vibes are good. Like fun's fine.
That's how I used to be. I'm like, if we're gonna have fun, like I'll be good. You know what I mean?
But then I think about it. What's really fun is playing well and like winning. That's fun.
It's like it's like today it's like we made like 3 birdies in a row. It's like, God, this is like a lot of fun. It's like,
right.
It's like, but like the first day, it's like we're playing like crap. It's like this is not fun. Like,
Yeah.
But so if you can find someone like you play well with, it's like playing well is the most fun you can have. It's like
Right. Yeah, So I think you and I see pretty similarly on that.
Yeah, I know. Like, when I was thinking of that question, I was like, we just haven't really talked about that. We talk about playing all these partner events and stuff like that. It's like, and someone might have a different strategy, right? But I was like, we haven't really talked about that much.
Yeah, vibes are helpful, and I think it's especially good for like a 4-man scramble.
Yeah,
like things like that. But if you're playing a 2-man and it's like maybe it's multiple days or multiple rounds or whatever, like that can only take you so far. Like you do need to, like, if you're trying to actually compete, you to your point, you got to know their game a little bit or feel comfortable saying stuff that otherwise you wouldn't. Mine's not really a question here, but last night was the Sports Equinox.
Yeah, it was.
So that's when, for those that are unfamiliar, it's when all 4 major U.S. sports leagues are playing on the same night. Did you happen to see this post from Barstool today?
No.
Okay, I forget God, I feel bad. I already forget the guy's name, but he's on there with Big Cat, and he was kind of talking, like, his question, and this isn't necessarily my question, but his question was kind of like, is right now like the worst time actually to be a sports fan, simply because there's too much going on? Which I don't agree with necessarily, but the whole reason I want to bring this up is he made this like Venn diagram of like all the different teams, and it's so stupid, but it made me laugh pretty hard at some spots. So I'm trying to share my screen right now. I think we can do that in this software. So let me see if I can do that. We're gonna keep talking.
Yeah. So I guess what you said is like, is that a bad thing? If you're at like a sports bar, like I was last night, no, because you kind of have everything going on around you. You know what I mean? Like they had hockey, they had the baseball game on, they had the Monday Night Football game on. Like it was everything. Yeah. They had. Now, if you're at home and you're like trying to flip through channels, yeah, it would suck. It would.
Right. I think if you're someone that has like, say you're in one of the major markets, it's got pretty good teams, right? I could see it would be kind of tough to like try to keep up with everything going on, right?
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
I can, yeah.
Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. This is Venn diagram this guy made to kind of, capture all of the different teams and like how they overlap with one another. Can you read it all, or you need me to zoom in?
Yeah, it sounds like you really don't want to be in the Midwest. It sounds like you don't really want to be in Washington. And it really looks like you don't want to be like, that like Cowboys.
You were trying to make way too much logic out of this. This is purely like humorous. I just read some of these. Can you read these at all?
A little bit, not a ton.
So this one right here, and this is bad radio, I know, but like it says, do not want to see them on a boat. And it's the Pirates, the Buccaneers, the Raiders, and the Giants. And then the Vikings are also in here, but then it's a Venn diagram, right? So it overlaps.
I see that. Yeah.
With the non-traditional headwear group, which is the Kings, the Knights, the Cowboys, and then you've got, that group overlaps with the religion bucket. So like the Cardinals fall into that. I can't. All right. And so religion, okay, this connects to the how I describe Fred and George Weasley Venn diagram. And that is the wizard, hold on, the wild wizard twins. So like there's just so many stupid things. This one right here that I'm kind of highlighting, I don't know if you can see my mouse. It's miners/miners. Horrible joke. Penn State is in this bracket. And then, which is also a Venn diagram goes hand in hand with showers, which is the lightning, thunder, and hurricanes are in there with Penn State.
What's the Reds one say?
Oh, that is the colors circle.
Blue Jays, Reds.
Yeah, Blue Jays, the Blues, the Red Sox, White Sox. Yeah.
What does the Packers one say?
Where is the Packers? I don't
They're
see
over
them.
on the left side there.
Oh, that's the close to Madison group.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And this
why is
that
the Chargers in there though?
Yeah, that overlaps. So I don't know why. Because Madison Beers.
Oh.
That overlaps with what you need for a portable haircut, which is the Chargers and the Clippers. Like I said, this thing is so dumb, but I just couldn't stop laughing when I was reading some of these.
What's the Ravens one say? Is that like there's some Baltimore teams in there, but
yeah, so the Ravens are in the Roots for Blackbirds bucket. So it's the Orioles, the Falcons, the Ravens, the Penguins.
But they're in another one. What's the other one the Ravens in?
Yeah, that's the Dangerous Rays. Which has the Rays, the Sun, and the Heat, and then of course Ray Lewis. Oh god, I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because what's his name played for the Heat?
Ray Allen as well.
Ray Allen, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's also like a Sun joke too. Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh man, that one got me good. I couldn't. It just got me crying.
What's that bottom one? There's a lot of teams in that one.
Yeah, that's the catches fish bucket.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Dolphins,
Seahawks, Dolphins, Marlins, Sharks, the Nets, which is funny. The Pelicans, yeah.
Are the Bengals on here somewhere?
I don't think so, but this one, this is a fat joke, but there's a very heavy star. So the Pelicans are in there. Shout out to Zion. Yeah, I don't know if the Bengals are on here.
I don't see the Bengals.
Yeah, the Colts are in the star QB threw in the towel bucket, which is...
And the Browns are in there, too.
Yeah, of course. Then you got the letters, which is just the A's and the capitals. God.
What's the 49ers? They're the only one in their own circle.
That's the minors and minors.
Oh, okay. And that's where the Penn State one is. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any...
What's that bottom one there with the Celtics in it?
The Celtics, where are we at here? So, they root for the Whitebirds.
Oh.
Larry Bird.
Oh, and the Ducks are in there too.
Yeah, the Mighty Ducks, the Falcon, the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, and the Eagles too.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Penguins.
Yes, the Penguins as well. Man.
What are the Dodgers? What is that? They're the only ones in that one too.
Best way to avoid a projectile. Oh man.
Oh, that's good. That is really, really good.
Trying to see if there's any other good any other good ones here to mention, but yeah,
what's the Diamondbacks up there? What is that?
Oh, this is another joke in poor taste you're gonna make me read. This is the got rid of skin bubble.
And they're in there with the Commanders.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's so bad.
Oh my god. This is good.
Yeah, this is very good. So I mean, God, like, man,
the creativity behind this is like unbelievable.
Yeah, this was somebody's job today to go through and make
because the Jets suck so bad. What are the Jets in?
Oh, that's associated with New York City financiers. Is that how you say that word? Financiers?
Oh yeah, financiers or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the Islanders, the Jets, and the who is that? I don't
Kansas City Royals.
Who's this?
I don't know.
Looks like a weird. Oh, it's like Winnipeg. I think it's the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
God, dude, oh my god, that is like so good.
This one is so fun. I didn't even read this one. It's just chicken, and it's Canes, Nuggets, and Red Wings.
Oh
man.
Because I couldn't read the titles.
Yeah,
I would like see clusters of teams. I'm like, what do they have in common?
I know.
Like, I'm like, doesn't even. And you say it, and like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like,
I think we hit just about all of them here.
Yeah.
The only one we didn't talk. This best player is blank.j. So like C.J. Stroud, T.J. Watt, Steelers and Texans. I think the Bills are here for O.J. The Bulls for M.J. Like, you know. Yeah. I think we talked about all the rest of them, though.
That is creativity at its finest. Like, that is unbelievable.
Yeah. I had to bring that. Had to bring that forward.
Oh, that's so good. I know it wasn't a question, but that was good.
Yeah, I just needed that for the laugh. So shout out to Barstool. Shout out to, I forget who did it. I think it was like Nick Tarani or something is his name.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Oh man. All right, what a way to end that one. Oh man. Yeah, hey, thank you all for listening. Please subscribe, rate, and review the show. Follow us on social media at Back96Back. And definitely, if you have not done so, register for the Turkey Open. We want to see you there.
Yep.
Back96back.com/Turkey Open. Join us out there on Black Friday. And yeah, I think that's it. Until next time.
Yeah, let's
cheers.
Get out of here. See ya. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Back 9 Six-Pack. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Back 9 Six-Pack for all your content needs. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers.